Hello, everybody, and welcome to this part 33 or 34. I'm lost. 34. Part 34 of the Arduboy game dev stream. Uh, yeah, I'm still very happy to do this stream and implement this game with you. Although I have very few feedback, I sometimes have some, and sometimes I'm joined by some of you. But anyway, I'm very happy to stream. Let me maybe balance the light a little bit. All right, so last stream we end up drawing our first stalactite, and we had that crazy bug that I forgot to return false. I thought by default it would return a zero value, but it seems not. It returned probably a random value. Anyway, that's why it was deleted. The stalactite was deleted in the update, but we fixed it just before committing. So today we can continue to implement the stalactite and probably finish it. I don't see any difficulties here, so we'll see. Anyway, also, so outside of the stream, I think I didn't do anything actually. Yeah, if I look at the commit history, yeah, I didn't do anything outside of the stream. I try one thing. I tried to make Rick, the main character, be an item. That means inherited from the item class. Why? Because if I do that, I could remove that line, for example, and I could just set the tag like a trap trigger for Rick, and then it will be Rick will be called also by the map manager as a normal triggerer. So I could remove it from here. I could remove it from the arrow launcher, maybe in the future from the trigger plate if we implement it. So I thought, why not making Rick an item that could be updated through an iteration in the map manager. I tried that. The refactoring is use quite a lot of syntax changing, I would say. But after I compile, the program size was bigger. The program was bigger. So I thought, yeah, no, maybe not a big improvement here. So finally I revert that change. I don't know exactly why it's bigger. Well, maybe, I mean, it was a lot bigger. It's like 1 or 200 byte bigger, something like that. It's not like few byte bigger. So I was a bit surprised. Could not really understand why that's so big. But anyway, so I revert the change. I didn't want to think about it. It was just a little try, a little test I wanted to do, and I knew it will require quite a lot of a change in the code, so I wanted to do that outside of the stream. All right, so let's continue our stalactite. So we draw it, and then we check, and then in the check we just change the state. But we should have a different state. We should implement that state. So we have declare this, wait for dead, and here it's all happening in the lethal code, of course, but we should check the state actually. I think we can just move. No, we still need to have that in that test to avoid falling several times. maybe if we just maybe it's not a big deal. Maybe we can just set the state several times, and we could probably remove that. We'll see. Depends what we put in the state. Yeah, I can add another switch case inside, but just only to test. Let's just do it like that for now. All right. So actually, yeah, we need to check the collision, but I think we can add the sprite collision to the map manager. So, well, obviously we should increase the Y. Okay. Okay, but 4. Then we should check the collision. So in the map manager, I think it's either static collision, yeah, static collision at that function. I think we need. So it should be y plus actually the height of the stalactite, which I forgot if it's 8 or 7. Let me check the image, the sprite. So stalactite. Okay, so it's yeah, it's just high. It's just 8 pixels high. So that's fine. We can just use the sprite data stalactite height. Let me check the map manager. Is a static collision add to check? Yep. So if we have collision, then we should change the state to dead. For now, we will see how to play animation and stuff like that after. So, but yeah, of course we should still draw them lethal, no matter which state we are. So I should move that out of this. So even when I fall, when the stalactite fall is still lethal. So either if I wait, I just check if there is any trigger under, or if I fall, I move until I hit something. Then I go back to dead. Then instead it won't do anything, but it will still draw something. Let's try that and see what we have. Oops. Oh, that works perfectly. um, but it seems it never didn't stop. Should stop at the bottom. um, I will implement the respawn also, just to test several times. All right, didn't stop. Okay, so first I will implement the respawn step, update step. So go back to wait and put back the y to something like 10. Okay, I know this is debug code, and this is a global problematic that we will have to consider for the respawn. I don't know exactly how to do it. I mean, how to do it in the minimum code is how to replace all the item, because obviously I don't want to store the starting position of all the items in the item class. That will double the size of the item class. And actually I also we already have the starting position, but we right now we give them in parameter of the constructor. So maybe there's a way to, I don't know, just store this value one time. Maybe anyway, we will consider it later. But for now, we'll just outcode this value, and let's see what we have. Yes, it's because I put equal. That's why. Okay, let's try again. Oh, this is respawn. Now the collision works. Let me okay, respawn, but yeah, collision here, and it's still lethal, of course. Okay, that's cool. Let's spawn it maybe more on the left for testing. 75 maybe. Okay. So the question is, okay, nice. The question is, should we keep the stalactite like this or not? I had a feeling that it should destroy, should break into part. In the last stream I thought about maybe we can use the block fragment to do this, but I think that's too much. this is the fragment is nice for the when you use the dynamite, make a big explosion. This is more like a small bling bling, small break of the stalactite. So yeah, I think the fragment will be too much. We can just make it disappear. We won't make it disappear, but it would be nice if there was a little animation. Yeah, not sure. All right, and also I think we should draw more than just one. So okay, let's commit this for now, and so what do we have? Okay, yeah, I reorganize a little bit the project. Start to be a lot of items. Okay. Implement the full state of the stalactite. So the fall is just 1 pixel every frame. I think that's good enough. I don't think we need to have to use the physics for like falling slowly at the beginning and have some acceleration. I think that's the feeling right now is okay. Yeah, maybe not. Maybe not. Uh, anyway, we'll see if we implement a more detail, an acceleration in the phone. But yeah, there's several stuff I would like to do. First, maybe I would like to add some shaking, just to indicate the player that this is kind of dangerous, and I would probably also want to draw 3 of them. So let's draw 3 of them first. So items the sprite width. Okay. Maybe that needs some space. Maybe 2 of them are enough. Actually, I know they should have a different height. because that looks like too regular. Maybe two. Yeah, I don't know. Actually, I prefer without the space. You can try the shaking to see if that help. Or maybe they should be a little wider. Maybe for hmm, yeah, I don't know. Okay, let's continue. Let's move on. Shaking. So we can add some. We can use the Arduboy uh, frame counter. Oh, not sure the frame counter is available. Probably not. Okay. No. Yeah, I wanted to do on every frame, but every X frame. I think it's protected actually. I don't want to add a. Okay. Let's do that. We'll put the shaking X variation. Every X frames. We'll put the hardcode value right now. Oh, this. Okay. I don't know. X. Shake X. By default is 0, but then we can add the shake X every couple of frames. Okay, let's try that. It's checking too much actually. But yeah, that's the kind of effect I would like, I think. Can increase that value. Probably need to shake uh, slowly. So to shake slowly, we need to stay in that shifted pixels for a longer time, for several frames. Right now, it looks more like a bug. It should be like something. Yeah, it should be something like that. So okay, let's write something like this. Maybe this is not optimized, but this, this, I will do this. Okay, let's try that. It's better. It's still too fast, but enter checking speed. Let's try 50. Let's try even bigger than that. Every second, every 2 seconds. Let's try 120. If we're at 60 frames per second, which I doubt. That's much better. I mean, the repetition speed is better. It's too slow, actually. I think you should maybe repeat 2 times. So let's half of it to 90. Let's try that. That's better. I'm looking at the screen directly because maybe the camera is not. It's too fast for the camera. let's do okay, let's create an array of shaking move. Sorry about that. So maybe I want to have one minus one, two, minus two, one, minus one. Like small, big, small. Maybe. It's difficult to do a nice animation with so few pixels actually. So I'm hard coding some value right now. I will iterate to read the array. Nope. Plus I. If I do that, I should also add the 0, I guess. No, I can't just, okay. I need times 2 to have the 0. Then I can add a break. Okay, let's try that. Ah! Yes, I think that's the kind of animation I'm looking for. So we'll remove that. But it doesn't seem a constant animation. I'm surprised. It's shaking too much also. X times 2, so it's like 12. Yeah. Let's try again. Mm. It's strange. Doesn't seems to be the first animation is good, but then it's not that great. But it should be okay, I think. Uh, so 120, 122, 24. Yeah, should work. Okay. Another strange behavior, I think. All right. I'm not sure if I should draw one or two. I should draw. I guess I should draw two. Can try to mirror them. Uh, that looks a little better. Mm. Okay. Okay. I don't know. I don't know. You can tell me what you think. You should probably not shake if when they are falling. So you can move this into the wait state. And yeah, okay, we can commit that for now, and then we can think about the explosion, the dead state. So let's commit this. I should test it. draw 2 stalactites and shake them during the wait state. Okay. All right, so that's okay. Let's finish the last state, which is the dead. Actually, we can. Do we have to? Yeah. We break. So what should we do? We should. If I just let them disappear, then that will be a bit weird. We can test that quickly. Like for example, here, if that is dead, return true. Forgot the equal. Tea time. Yeah, we missed something, right? We missed a kind of animation. But what should I draw? I'm wondering if I draw something less. If I said 4, for example. So I'm wondering if I draw half of it, does it work? No, it doesn't work. I still draw the full sprite, yeah. Yeah, I'm afraid we will have to add a sprite or something, or I can draw some. Maybe I can just draw some pixels. Or I can draw the dynamite explosion, maybe. I don't want to add too much sprite, you know. So how about the dynamite explosion? Yeah. But we don't draw them as lethal. Draw dynamite sparks. We have the sparks. Maybe we can draw the sparks. The spark which is used for the fire. Yeah, maybe we can try. Let me check where this is lying in the bullet. Oh, in the dynamite too. Ah, yes, it's used for the the fuse. Let's draw some sparks when it explodes. So here, I will change the name of that state. No, and I should not draw them here, because I don't want the sparks to be lethal. So let's add another case. Ignored by enemy. Draw ignored by enemies. And here we'll draw this if not that. So let's change this like breaking. Yeah. For breaking. Okay. So here we change to breaking. If it's not breaking, we can draw them. Otherwise, we draw the sparks, but in the ignored by enemy step. So X, Y, sprite data with invert. Invert is okay with me. And we need to have a frame idea, which we can just use let's check in the bullet. Do we have the... I'm not sure if we have the frame counter. No. So let's add it. And I don't know how many why not? Why we don't have the frame counter? I can use it as a modulo. No, but maybe I want to draw it just a certain amount of time. So let's declare it. We can pack this to char. Maybe. Okay. Forgot it's const x exp int. Which speed? Don't know. Doesn't need to be super fast actually. So let's just do this. It's 3 here. Yeah, it can be a bit slower, I think. Let's see. All right, so this stalactite, and then we can check if we reach the maximum, which is in the sprite data. In the header. Sparks. Maybe the sparks are too small, but maybe that's okay. Especially if we place them on the ground. And if we place several of them. So we just play them one time when we return true, otherwise yeah, increase the sparks frame counter. Remove from update once the sparks anim is finished, and draw the sparks. Okay, we can try this. Let's see. Sparks, sprite data. Oh, no, not the anim speed, sorry. Eh? Did I forgot a break or what? Let's init the anim state to wait. This. If it's not breaking. Here I forgot the break. So I was constantly respawning. Yeah, not too bad. No, no, not too bad. Not too bad. But we just need to increase the speed and probably play two sparks and probably on the ground. So let's do that. Uh, 5 should be. Let's increase the speed and here we can draw 2 plus I times 4, I would say, and here plus maybe 6. I will not just place it exactly on the ground. Yeah. All right, let's try that. Too low. And I didn't, I forgot to reset the sparks anim in the respawn. Yeah, I said too low. I think it's a bit too low. Let's do 4. Okay. Still too low, but that's quite good. So why is that? Maybe okay. Let's play again with just 0, just y, or +2. I don't know. The animation speed, yeah, could be faster. Finally, we may use 3 or 4 or 3. Okay, it's too high. So +2 it seems good, and so let's do +2, and let's increase the speed to, let's try 3. Oh, nice. Yeah, we are on the ground. So really nice. Should not respawn immediately. Yeah, I think that's pretty nice like this. Maybe +1 is good enough. No, +2 is perfect. Yeah. What is not great is the disappearance of the stalactite when it touched the ground. So we can improve that by drawing it a little longer. So but okay, we don't need, they don't need to be lethal at that time. So so I will make a draw function for that, not the sparks, but for the stalactite. So I call it here, and so let me declare it. Okay, and I will call it also here. I will draw them before the spark, because the spark I draw them in invert. Okay, and I still want the stalactite to go inside. But in the fall, okay, I just increase every frame. I can work on the fall later. We'll just do that for now. Okay, let's try. Okay, shake. I need the shake. Is it the int or what? It's an int. Shake. Shake your body, stalactite. Shake your body. Here you don't shake. And here. All right. Yeah. Okay. Break something. What did I break? Breaking. Lethal. Wait for. Breaking. If it's breaking. Yes, I use this. Actually, the spark should not move down. Only the stalactite, and probably should not move every frame. So I can move that here. It will slow down a bit. And I can decrease Y with the frame idea. Um, yeah. Yeah, that's funny. We have the feeling that but that's the feeling I was looking for. That the stalactite are like, yeah, breaking into parts inside the ground. Um, but if we have ground, we may see it also. Uh, and like, yeah, it slow downs also, of course. Uh, yeah, I think it. Let's try again. Is it? It's a little bit better, but not sure how can I improve that. I think I should not draw the stalactite during the full until the end of the sparks animation. So how many sprite? Five. So 1, 2, 3. Hmm. That's better. That's much better. That's perfect. That's perfect. Normally, I can, when it explodes, I can go into it because they are not lethal. But it's difficult because before they hit the ground, they are lethal. So it's difficult to go inside. Yeah, difficult to test. I think we can call it a day. It looks quite good. Do I like the shaking? I had another idea before I wanted to shake the stalactite when the player is moving, and if it's not moving, it doesn't shake. Like the player give vibration. Um, we can try that maybe. Let's commit that version, and then maybe we can try this to see if it's funny or not. Although I know that the AI also can trigger the stalactite, so obviously the enemies, enemy skeleton, they should also make the stalactite vibrate, but that would be that would be too much troublesome, because if you have a AI in the puzzle screen, then it will always shake. So okay, but let's commit this first to see to have a first version. So what did we do? Okay, braking, we have the speed, maybe I have some hard-coded value yet. Oh yeah, we still have this value that we should clean it. So let's clean first. Move this here, here. Okay, shaking speed. Well, we can keep this array on the stack. I think that's okay. Does it compile? Actually, this, if I do ×2, that means every frame I return to 0. Every 2 frames I return to 0. Let's try just I to see if the shaking looks better like that. It's smoother actually. Let's increase the array. Sorry, I was about to commit and then I'm fine-tuning the shaking. 1 minus 1. Let's do 0, 0, 2, 0, 0 minus 2. Okay. Maybe this. Anyway, I can tune it later. That's fine. So, check again. This, we have a new state. We draw it if we are not breaking in lethal state. Otherwise, in this state, we draw the sparks. Respawn. Okay, and the draw function. Cool. So, and then we return, and this we return true, right? Yeah, I think so. Okay, so implement the breaking state of the stalactite. All right, so I think the stalactite is complete, except some maybe tuning of the animation, maybe the position, the rendering, the draw. Maybe I will do that outside of the stream because it's just a matter of taste, basically, and a lot of try and error. What time is it? I think I still have some time to start the stalagmite. 1 hour, yeah. Okay, let's continue with the stalagmite. Okay, so the stalagmite is a bit like the destroying block, the destroyable block. But yeah, so it's the same logic. It can be destroyed if you place a dynamite next to it. But you can go through, you can walk on it. Whereas the destroyable block is static collision, so I cannot go through. All right, so let's review again the code of the block. So I remember the block is drawn by the map, and the update is just checking lethal for the dynamite, just checking 1 pixel on the left or on the right. We do the destroyable block. So I'm thinking if we should have a common class for this, just to maybe reuse that portion of the code. But obviously the spawn of the block we don't need. I guess we can use the sparks, just like the stalactite, to have the same kind of logic. The stalagmite won't shake. That doesn't make sense. So it's a even more dangerous trap for the player. And I think I will not do any kind of animation like the spike. So it could be the most nastiest trap for the player. Yeah, I think that may be a good idea to create a class, common class for that, at least for checking this in the update. Okay, that's the static init. Otherwise, where I will put that function? This is a pretty specific function here, so except that the rest is really specific to the block. This doesn't have the same flag. All right. Yeah, I will create an intermediate class. I think that's the best. Just to and put that function, just like the pickup item. We have a common function in the pickup item, which is does Rick pick me up, right? And the shiny star. So yeah, we can do that. All right, so let's take this, for example. How do we call this intermediate class? I have no idea. Destroyable. destroyable item, right? From item. Okay, so let's save this. I won't implement any update function. I can also probably remove that constructor. Do I need to pass it? No, maybe not. I cannot. All right, and then I will add that specific function, which is how can we call it? Check. Check lethal. Yeah. Check lethal around me. Check lethal dynamite. We will be precise because it's not a full check lethal pixels. It's mainly test the dynamite, I think. Check lethal dynamite. That's a bool. So okay, then we can okay, can just let's take this, put the logic for the base class of destroyable items. Not sure what we need. Okay, so just give the flag. Let the final class decide what to put in. All right, and then we have our function. Check lethal dynamite. And then I will get that from the destroyable block. So I may need some parameters. Now let's see. Okay, here I can just return. I don't need to test both. Okay, and yeah, we will need some parameters for the width. this we need it. I guess we only need it here, so I should move the flag. So here I will call this here. So I don't need this anymore. Don't need this. And I also don't need the variable, can just call it. And I was saying distillable block. This one is probably not used. Yeah, it's not used in the CPP, so let's just move it. Into the distillable item as a private. All right. And the distillable block should now inherit it from distillable item. All right, the distillable block should call this constructor. Okay. Okay. So now that should still work. But okay, now I'm using sprite level. Yeah. So this one should probably be a parameter. So like, yeah, 2. And the first one is x. Okay, x plus the next one. Yeah, for the right. Okay. So int width. We'll take this one. Put it here. Width. Okay. Here. Yeah. So I think the rest is just okay. Yeah, so let's check if I have the same behavior. Map manager, okay. In distillable item. And do you need it in the block? Yeah, probably. Actually not. Can remove it here. All right, so let's test again if we didn't break anything. Oh, we break something, obviously. Return true with return true. Okay, I think the bug is not here, probably here. flags alive. Destroyable item. XY flag. Okay, what's it? Just explode when you in it. Let me compare. What did I do? Is that false? If it's dead, it's dead. Blah blah blah. Oh, I forgot the return false again. There's no warning. There is no error when the return function doesn't return anything. You know, that should generate an error. It's 2 times I have this error. Yeah, because for example, I'm used to code in C#, and this is not possible in C#. If you have one return path that doesn't return any value, then you have a compilation error. You say this this function doesn't return a value. Therefore, no collision detected. All right. Okay. Okay, same behavior. Cool. So now let's create our stalagmite. I need another 2 new files. So that will be stalagmite. So that's yeah, stalagmite. That's a destroyable item. Okay, stalagmite. And we have the update this time. All right. Let's do the CPP. Append the logic for the logic of the stalagmite. So I need a stalagmite. I probably need the map manager. Not sure. Let's see. Stalagmite. Stalagmite. Okay, so it has to be alive. And it should not be a destroyable block because it's not drawn by the map manager. just alive, but it has to be lethal, which is not and I don't have the lethal flag anymore. But we will draw them into, yeah, into the lethal state. So let's write the update step. I'll copy it from destroyable block maybe. Right, so in draw lethal, oh, this is, yeah, we also need to check. Oops. So we need both to check and draw lethal. So okay, let's yeah. So draw lethal, if I'm alive, I should draw myself. And in the check lethal, spawn sparks if the dynamite kill me. Okay, so obviously this one is the stalagmite sprite width. Maybe yes, we will do 2. I okay. Can just return true for now. We will spawn them later. I can clear the property here, alive. All right, so let's check the stalactite. Yeah, I have a draw function. All right, so this is stalagmite. They have the same width actually. They are really symmetrical, but maybe later we can change it. The height, the width, and this is the stalagmite. And let's keep it on the same plane. No shaking. No shaking. Okay. Alright, so we drew 2 stalagmite during the lethal step, and then during check lethal we call the same function, clear the alive, and return true. May not need to play with the life fly, but we'll see. Let's add one into our level. Right. So this time I will place it at 64, 50, 56, something like that. Let's move it a bit on the, okay, 85. Let's add it in the map manager. No, I want to remove the stalagmite, sorry. Okay, let's try that. Item is not size of stalagmite. Yes, you're right. This treeable item. I think I forgot to include this in the map data. Let's try again. Okay, destroyable block. Yes, no, it's stalagmite. Update. Okay, map manager. Okay, I need it. All right. And spray data, you need it also. All right, let's try it. Where are you again? What's that? Are they select? Yeah. Yes, I didn't change in the map data, I guess. Map data. Stalagmite. All right, let's start. Yeah. 56, they are outside of the screen. They should not. Let's move it a bit higher, like 40. Or they just yeah, here they are. Okay, they are good. Let's move them down, I guess 48 or 47, 46 maybe. For me to place the dynamite and try to explode them. Nope, 48 was good. All right, so let's try that. It works. Great. Okay, so let's commit this first version and then we will add the animation and polish a little bit. Okay, so split the destroyable block class in two to reuse some behavior for the stalagmite. Add the destroyable item class, add the stalagmite class. So we move that function basically, inherited from destroyable item. In the map data, we just add our stalagmite. Also in the map manager. Okay, this one has this function. Inherited from item, doesn't implement the update. We keep it virtual, so it's still an abstract class. And the stalagmite that actually start to implement the logic. All right. Sorry, I close the workbench. Okay. So let's commit this. All right, so now let's implement the explosion. We will use the sparks. So I can reuse some of the code from the stalactite. Which means I also need the anim spark anim frame ID. Destroyable block, I can remove that. I don't need it. Let's remove this also. Don't need this. Don't need this. Okay, so. Oh, I forgot to add them into the project. I will add them now. And destroyable item. Okay. Tac. Okay, stalactite add a file. Okay, let me save the project. Okay, so sparks anim from idea. We need also the animation speed. Okay. Then here, yep, in the drawing your by enemies. So here, all right. So we don't have state machine, but we can use the alive flag. So we can continue to use the alive flag actually. So not alive on every frame, so it doesn't fall. We can just increase this. Okay, I will reset this in the respawn also. Okay, and if it's finished we return true. Okay, then we can delete, yeah, in the middle of the animation. That's okay. Yeah, so we also need the draw function then. The draw function. Like in draw later, we just draw it. We don't need a parameter. Okay. And then we draw the spikes. Probably Y is okay. Yeah. Yeah, that should be okay. Oh. Yeah. Oh, I modified the stalactite, sorry. Oh, no, that's for the stalagmite. Yep. All right. That should be okay. Let's try it. Let's try it. Not close enough. Nope. What did I do? Oh, I should not return true here when I'm dead. I should just clear the alive property. We'll return true later. and we return through here. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Let's respawn. I think I feel they're a bit too high. The sparks, I mean. Would be better to have more also. Or maybe I can draw them less longer. Yeah. Let's do that. The feeling is not the same, so I will draw 3 sparks. Oh, this I should not do it also because it's not falling anymore. Oh yeah, that was a bug. And let's do 3. 2, 2, 4. There's a 2. Okay. And maybe this should be just 2. Yeah, too low. But yeah, like just y, not y plus 2. It's not great because I guess they are all playing the same frame for the sparks, so we can add some variation, I guess. Let's do this plus I modulo the number of animation of frame. That will add some randomness. Maybe I should draw them at y plus 1 also. That's better, but I should draw them lower, I think. Move back to y plus 2. Oh, too low. Y plus 1 is good, I guess. And on X, maybe more separate. Some tuning. Yeah, on the Y it's good. The Y is good. Or maybe even too high, I'm not sure. So they are lethal. Let me check if I should time it very well. Ah! No more dynamite. Okay. Let me grab some dynamite. Okay, yeah, I think uh, yeah, I think it's not too bad. Channel 6. I can even shift -1 maybe. Okay, yeah, let's do that for the first one. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Okay, I think we have our stalagmite because there's nothing else. There's no shaking. Um, there should this ideally we should have had some kind of animation to warn the player, but I really don't know what to add, and I don't want to add a shiny animation like the spike. Won't make sense. The spike are supposed to be more like metallic, indestructible, cannot destroy them. But stalagmite are, yeah, can be destroyed. That's the difference. So, no, I think that's probably all I can do. Uh, Maybe the sprite themselves are probably not that great. I can try to improve that, but basically that's it. All right, so let's commit this. Okay, we have this, and this is we have created our draw function, and we have added the draw of the sparks. We have implemented the respawn also. Um, yep, check lethal. Okay, so implement the logic of the stalagmite destruction and the sparks effects. All right. Commit, I push. All right. I think that will be all for this stream. Almost 2 hours. Oh, 2 hours actually. So yeah, thanks for watching. If we check the README, yeah, basically I wish I should update that. The block are done, stalagmite are done, the stalactite are done. Alright, so the next item to do would be the rolling boulder and the trigger plate. we are at 88% of the memory, the program. But so I don't know if I should stop implementing item and if I should do the rest of the code or not. um, we'll see. Maybe no, maybe I think I really need the boulder. I would like to implement the boulder, so maybe I implement the boulder and then I stop, because the trigger plate and the trigger stuff to trigger is really bring the the puzzle game to another level, to higher level. So maybe we should finish the game logic before trying to go to another level. But the boulder is another lethal object, kind of enemies moving. So it's should be pretty simple. And the way I want to do it is probably not using a sprite, but just use the draw circle of the Arduboy. Um, so yeah. I think that will be the last item, and then we can switch to more game logic. So what I've discussed today, which is basically the respawn, how to respawn when you die, just like retry, respawn, and the position, how to replace all the item in their correct position. Uh, yeah, that's my plan. So thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next stream. And enjoy your Arduboy programming. Bye bye.